Hey everybody, it's Rolly. If you are catching the replay, hashtag replay, let me know that you are joining the replay. And it's not the one that I was trying to find. So I'm just trying to pull up something. So anyway, the one of the things that I wanted to be able to share is that we are going to be using a brand new deck today. And so the brand new deck is from Mel Brown. So if you've been with me for a while, you've actually seen these cards. And so this one here is the Aboriginal Dreamtime that I've used. I haven't done any card pulls specifically with this one, but this one would be a good one as well. It's Aboriginal Dreaming. The Aboriginal Dreaming Totems, actually. And so one of the new ones that I got was Aboriginal Goddess Chakra. And the one that I'm going to be using today is the Aboriginal Spirit Oracle. So these are the cards that I'm pulling from today. And they're absolutely beautiful. Look at those. Colors are so bright and vibrant. I see you, but I'm not sure if you are in the Holistic Wellness Lounge or if you're on the, yeah, so you're not in the Holistic Wellness Lounge, Kai, so you're catching me on one of the live ones. So for anybody who's been, again, anybody who's been following me for a while knows that I've switched over to doing these card readings inside the Holistic Wellness Lounge. And the Holistic Wellness Lounge is a private Facebook group, and with Facebook, they want you to give StreamYard permission when I am going live. So if you are on Bridging the Gap Wellness Center's page, or you are in, if you're on the Divine Crystal Healing Shop page, or on Rolly Allaire Holistic Life and Wellness Coach, or where else am I today? Or on my own personal page, and I'm in 2 other groups. So anybody who's in the 2 groups, yes, Chris, I can definitely do that. And so that is where everyone is showing up. So Christine, Julian Smith. So I can still see you, Kai, but I still don't know where I'm seeing you from. So I don't know if you're in the Holistic Wellness Lounge. Yeah, so you're not in the Holistic Wellness Lounge because I'm just checking. Because what I did was I actually opened that one up today just so that I can kind of go back and forth. Hey, Francine. So I'll find out where you're commenting from, Kai, and I will, because I'll be able to see that when I go back offline. Because right now, I don't think that I can do that. Hang on, let me go look. Yeah, see, you're on a business page, so I'm not even getting a notification. I have to go back and look to see where you are. But it's definitely not inside the Holistic Wellness Lounge. But I can see you today, so it doesn't really matter. So we're all good. So all good. Same as me, Rolly, Kai is on. Okay, I'm not sure. Again, I still don't know where that is. But you're right, Christine. So wherever it is that you are, do you know? Do you know which page that you're on? So, but it's all good. All good. So I'm starting with our group cards, our first group card. But apparently we have some jumpers this morning, and it is beautiful sunshine. We have a heat warning in effect till tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious. We have lots of messages coming in as part of our group cards this morning. And this is just our first card. So our first group card is connectivity. And so that is, good morning, Tracy. So that is our first group card. And then we had a whole bunch of jumpers with this group card. So we have 5 cards for the first card. It is very heavy and humid. I'm inside. I haven't been outside, and the air conditioning is on. So I am not feeling the same as you probably, Francine. Intuition is one of our jumper cards. Relaxation is one of our other jumper cards. Good morning, Cindy. Leadership is one of our other cards, and self-respect. So those are our 5 cards for our first group card. So like we have 5 cards this morning for our first group card. So depending on how many more cards jump out, we're going to have at least 7 cards today. So we're going to have at least 7 cards for our group cards. So now I'm going to pull. They are. So Francine, you probably missed it at the beginning. So I've got this series. So Mel Brown has this a series of cards, and these ones here have been on back order for a while, so I didn't have them. And so these ones here are called the Aboriginal Dreaming Totem. And then I've got the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle, and the other deck. So these ones here, these 2 here, I've had for a while, and I know I've used the Dreamtime Oracles for a card pull, and the Aboriginal Goddess Chakra is one of the other ones that came in, and all of these cards are absolutely beautiful. The colors on them are incredible, and so these ones here, because they have the chakras, they have like the different colors all the way through. But like, look at the images. Oops. So that's one of the images. There's another one of the images. So this one here is the chakra one. I'm not using this deck. They really do look stunning. I agree. And the Spirit Oracle is the one that I'm using right now. So that is the deck that I'm using. So today, first person's card is going to be Marianne. And so again, just a reminder that if you are catching this on any place other than, good morning, Jen. If you're catching this any place other than the Holistic Wellness Lounge, next week, that is the only place that you're going to see me, because I decided on the first Sunday of every month that I would actually go on different places to be able to pull cards. But otherwise, it is happening inside the Holistic Wellness Lounge. So Marianne, your first card is wealth, because you have a jumper. So wealth. So wealth is your first card, and growth is your second card. So neither of these mean money to me. For you, it is about your own personal growth and your own personal wealth is what I'm picking up on both of these. So that is your message for today, Marianne. And I don't know what happened to my, there it is. There it is. It was just hiding behind another one. So one of the things that if you want to be on the weekly card pulls, then all you have to do is just simply hashtag weekly, and you can be on the weekly pulls. So Christine or Marianne is a person, Bailey is a person who are, both of them are on the weekly card pulls. Anybody else who would like a card, it can be added. But if you want to have a weekly message, and then you can always catch the replay inside the Holistic Wellness Lounge as well. Truth. So your first card is Truth, Bailey. So you've got Truth, and then you've got the Earth Sun. So I'm not sure, and I'm going to look that one up because I'm not sure what I'm picking up. So this one here obviously is about balancing and walking the road of truth. But Earth Sun, I literally just opened these, so I haven't even had a chance to play with some of these. So Earth Sun is the guardian responsible for nurturing and caring of the environment. So the animals and the plants, much like the elemental or the fairy folk, he takes his role seriously, but is high-spirited, always looking to spread love and laughter with the world. So within that truth, being able to have fun and connecting is what that message is coming from. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? So inside one of the groups that I am in 2 different markets this week, Wendy, and I posted about you today. Oh my goodness, we have like lots of jumpers today. So Mary is the next person on the list. So Mary, achievement, beautiful, Mary. So achievement, but if you look at that windy road, it's not going to be an easy path to get there. And then, that's funny. I didn't look to see what your jumping card was. So, but challenges is the next message that you have. So you've got the windy road. And so that winding part of the road is part of those. And Earth Sun, again, is about still having fun. And so if you actually go back, if you're catching the replay, if you go back and listen to what I just finished sharing with Bailey, because that was one of Bailey's cards. But it really is. We miss you too. We're opening soon. It's happening. So I'm starting to promote people's services that are coming up that now that we're going to be starting to open. And so can't wait. So it's super exciting. So Lori, your next message is friendship. So really being able to connect with those people that are in your corner and those people who are like-minded. And I'm just getting a caution around the friendship. So just be cautious with who it is that is in that corner, and it doesn't feel like it is somebody new. It feels like it is, hey, Marianne, it doesn't feel like it's somebody new. It feels like it is somebody who's there already, but to be cautious. So I don't know what that is. I don't know who it is. So Kai is next. So Kai, accomplishment. Yay, there's a prize at the end. But you've got all those rings that are in there to be able to get to here. There's lots of different things. Marianne, yes, I did actually. You were the very first person whose card was pulled this morning. So Aline, tu es la prochaine, Madame Aline. Ooh, one of your jumping cards. Like I said, lots of cards jumping out of here today. Creativity. So creativity is one of your messages, but you're also feeling frustration. So you've got creativity and frustration. So being able to tap into that. So what I'm picking up for you, Aline, is that if you are, there's something that you've been dealing with that's causing you a lot of frustration. And so tap into the part of you that is creative to try and overcome whatever it is that is causing you frustration. Allô, Aline. So c'est toi que je viens juste de tirer ta carte. So j'espère que ça fait du sens pour toi. Francine is next. So I can definitely relate to that frustration. So between, hey Sabrina, between tech things that are going on and family things that are going on, it is really hard to move forward sometimes. But it's coming together, slow but sure, and I just need to be patient, and I don't have a whole lot of that. So Francine. Ça me parle. Parfait. Victory, Francine. But you've also got reflection. And then you've got sadness. So the sadness is going to block anything that brings you that victory. So just making sure that whatever it is, and you're allowed to feel sad, but just be cautious about, there's lots of cautions today. Be cautious about staying in that space and not getting stuck there. And then, but all you have to do is reflection. So being able to take time to journal or take time to talk it through with someone, you can definitely get through to that place of victory. So hope that makes sense, Francine. But I know that you know that if it doesn't make sense, you can definitely send me a message. So Richard is next. So Richard, you're facing challenges this week. So what I am picking up on that is things breaking. So just those are the challenges. So something is not going to be running as smoothly as it has been. So something is broken. So that expression of if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, there's something broke and it needs to be fixed. So I have to get another plant back here. I had to take the lavender out. It did not like it in here at all. But it doesn't get a lot of direct sun in here either. So I'm guessing that that's probably what it is. So the girls put, my mom and Pam, good morning, Christine. My mom and Pam put out the lavenders in the window because it gets direct sun for a good part of the day. So we're hoping that that's going to help them recover because they certainly didn't like it here. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And Tracy, you have friendship. So friendship is your message, and it's all glowing and beautiful. You're welcome, Tracy. You're welcome, Kai. It just built Tracy's card. Tracy O'Brien. I guess I should have specified which Tracy. Both of yours are bang on. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Kai. Absolutely, Christine. I will do that. So Christine Hendricks. So Cindy, you are next. Ooh, Cindy, you've got turmoil. But if you look at the turmoil picture, you've got some paths that are leading out. So it's not a dead end. So like that tree looks pretty dead and gloomy, but it's not a dead end. So there's some turmoil, but there are crossroads. There are ways to be able to get back. So J-A. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Christine? So Sabrina is next. Oh, Sabrina, you've got the same thing. So there's some turmoil. You're welcome. I always think that that's really super interesting because what I do is I put the card. Is that it? Nope. Apparently, I don't even know where I put the card. There it is. So I put the card. Oh, just tagging your sister to watch. Okay. So, yeah, on here, I can't actually see that it's a tag. So it just saw J-A. So I actually put the card back kind of like in the middle of the deck, but yet, and then I shuffled it and it still came out as the card to be seen, to be read. So Allison is next. So Allison returned to country. So return to country. I'm not sure exactly if that is a literal sense because that's what I'm picking up on, is that it's a literal sense, but I don't know. So you'll have to let me know if that return to country means in a literal sense. So Allison isn't in. These paths keep popping up. You're at a crossroads, Sabrina. So there's something going on with the crossroads that's happening. So so I just decided to pull another card while you asked that question, and confusion is the other question. So, and not that I do that for other people, just so that you guys know that that's not something that I do normally, but Sabrina is also one of my clients. So confusion. So those crossroads and those paths keep popping up because you're confused about which path to take. So you're on one hand, you want to do this, and on the other hand, you want to do that. So does that help, Sabrina? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Kelly, you have cards jumping all over. Seriously, this is why I said this is like really weird, because I put the decks back in. Not really. Okay. So confusion. Okay. Sounds good, Sabrina. And then Earth, Sun, and love. So being able to connect to that love and having some fun and connection while staying connected to Mother Earth. But you've got some confusion. So there's some things that you're not really sure about. So coming from a place of love will actually help you get that, the answer that you're looking for. Hey, Miss Trey. Long time no see. At least on here it is. So those were your messages, Kelly. So now I'm going to pull Sharon's cards. I was looking at the next person's name on the list. So Sharon, you are going to get to victory. So that is where your message is coming from. So victory. And before I even get started, Christine Julia Smiths. So Tracy, one of the things is that, just so that you know, because you haven't been on for a while, is that you were on the regular card pull, which meant that I was pulling a card no matter what. We've moved to the Holistic Wellness Lounge for the card pulls, but right now we are confirming with anybody who wants to be remaining on the regular list, and anybody who wants to be on the regular list, I've asked them to hashtag weekly. So that way there I know that you would like a card every week. So Christine, indecisive and challenges. And I'm not going to elaborate on either one of those because I'm pretty sure based on conversations that you know where that is. So I'm not going to elaborate, Chris. I'm just going to leave it there because I know that you will know what that means. And if not, send me a message, but I'm pretty sure based on our last few conversations that you will know where that's coming from. So Tracy Beavens Apperspach. I can never spell it, which is why I always say, I can never pronounce it, I should say, which is why I always say Tracy with an I. So Tracy with an I, that's who that is. So I'm going to pull Tracy's card next, and then I'm going to pull our next group card. So Tracy, oh, nice. You've got adventure. You're welcome, Chris. So you've got adventure. So that is your message for this week, is that adventure, having fun, connecting. And so Vicky, no, not Vicky, I'm doing our next card pull, is what the message is for right now. I just keep looking down at the list. So for anybody who's new, I do a card pull for the group, and I do pull 3 cards. And so I pulled one earlier, which ended up having 4 jumpers. So we have 5 cards for that first pull, and then victory. So, and I was thinking, relaxation, Thunderbird, no. So victory, I thought there was something that was connected to it, and it might still be connected when I go back through at the end of, because I just kind of put those ones up there. So I go back through at the end and pull all the cards. So Vicky, you're next. So Vicky, then Miss Trey, then Melissa, then Christine. And if somebody else is on, if you would like a card, please let me know. We've got a group victory. Absolutely. So Miss Trey. Journey. Are you kidding me? Journey. So we are coming on the anniversary of our women's retreat, the very first women's retreat that I did. And it was called the Journeying series. And so Journey. And like I said, we're almost on the anniversary. So it was July 7th, several years ago. So Journey, that is funny. That is super funny. Especially given that this is like a brand new deck. So like this is really funny. So Melissa, friendship. So friendship has like a lot of connections still on your journey. Yeah. So there's lots of connections that are happening with within those friendships. And so it's not the friendship specifically that is connected for you. It's because what stands out in the card for you is that it's the links. So it's the paths of how you're actually going to be connecting with those people, with those friendships. So for you, it's the paths. And Christine Hendricks. I think that's the last person. So Christine Hendricks, unless there's someone else that's on that would like a card. And if you are watching this somewhere that it was shared, the link was shared, you have to click on the video for me to be able to see your comments. So if you're commenting where it has been shared, that because there's a couple of groups that it was shared into, but I'm not live in those groups, then I'm not going to be able to see your comment. So just so you know, just saying, just in case somebody's saying, you're not even answering me. Yes, please. Absolutely, Wendy. I was trying to tag your business page, Wendy, and I don't know if you've got a setting on it that doesn't allow me to tag your business page. I know I've tagged it in the past, so I'm not sure how come that's not working, but I'm not having any trouble doing Dana's. To the weekly one, Kai. And what's her last name? If you want me to add her to the weekly one, just let me know, and just what her last name is. But yeah, so Wendy, I'm not sure what's going on. You're welcome. Big hugs, my friend. Helps you. Okay. And I will add her to this list. And if I don't do it right now, somebody hashtagged in a post that I made somewhere that they wanted to be on weekly, but I don't know who that person was because I tried searching it and it wasn't inside the group. So I'm not sure who that person was. Yeah, there are so many changes with Facebook, and every time that we think that we've got a handle on it, it changes. But I was trying to tag your business page, so that was, he thought so too. Who thought so too? I don't know who he thought so too was. Freedom. So Christine, your first message is freedom, and then you have Father Sky. So Father Sky, and you've got frustration. Sorry. Don't be sorry. I just don't know who you're talking about. Wrong conversation. Oh, that's why you're sorry. Okay. And then that's why the conversation doesn't make sense. I get it now. So you've got frustration, you've got Father Sky, and you've got freedom. So in order for you to be able to, so being able to connect with whatever that higher connection and higher spirit is, so looking to that part, and we'll be able to give you the freedom, and then you've got frustration. So it's that higher being, higher self. So in so with being Métis, one of the things Father Sky represents, so there's Mother Earth and there's Father Sky. There's Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon. And so Father Sky is looking to the heavens, so the spirit realm, whatever it is that means for you. So it could look different for different people. So some people will believe that it's God. Some people will believe that it is other spirits that you're connecting with. But it's not the Great Spirit. So Father Sky is that that space. So it could be whatever it is, like I said, whatever it is that looks like for you. For me, in my teachings, Father Sky is that connection to between the earth and the sky. So hopefully that helps you, Christine. And I'm putting them in upside down. So flip. And so Wendy, you are next. I really, really like this deck. I think I'm going to use this deck this week for my weekly pulls. So Wendy is Windfall. So you've got Windfall, but I don't know. I'm not picking up what that one is. So Windfall. Definitely need a new deck. And Pam just brought in some new decks. That's really weird. It's not even in the book. Windfall. Oh, there it is. So windfalls are subjective and may vary from big wins to major accomplishments in life. Similar. Oh, so they mean windfalls. So because it said windfalls, like, is that how you actually pronounce it, is windfalls? Because that was what I had initially saw was the windfall. And so that's what they're actually referring to. So windfalls don't always come with bells and whistles. So be aware and recognize them when they do come. Don't let them be overshadowed by people's views on the other and consider what they consider a windfall. So is that, so for those of you who are English, and I'm legitimately asking this question, is it windfall or windfall? Hey, Fatima. So I don't know. So anyway, that's what it means. So it is a windfall. So like I said, I always refer, so WINFALL is how I always say it, but maybe I'm supposed to be saying windfall. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, Wendy. Yes, I can definitely pull a card of what do you need to know with more than one. So falls. Most pronounced windfall. Okay, but it's actually spelt windfall. So Ethel, this is your call. Huh, you learn something new every single day. That's why it threw me off, because it was like windfall. What's a windfall? Because I've never said it with a D. So Ethel, and Ethel, you are now on the weekly card. So Ethel, you say windfall. Okay, interesting. Indecisive. deception. But I'm also French, so that's why I always sometimes ask. So my mom did, before I continue to read for you, Ethel, is that my mom did a cookbook, and she hand wrote out a bunch of recipes for us to be able to put in our hope chest when we were younger. And so my mom's French, very French. And so as she is writing out these recipes, and a lot of them are recipes that have just been handed down. So, and one of the recipes that she puts in is pork hocks. And so we have pork hocks, and that is the recipe for that and how to be able to make it. And so then when we're reading, when I'm older and I'm going through and I'm reading the cookbook, my mom has written pork cocks. So it's like, no, I don't think that that's the right thing. So yeah, sometimes French gets in the way, and I can legitimately say that. So the wind blows, and the windfall is what blows to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I always saw win, W-I-N. So yes, very friendly Francine. So you'll have to like really give her a hard time about that one. So, so back to Ethel. So indecisive and deception. So there's somebody that you can't be trusting. So for you to be able to make your decision, there is someone in that that is whispering in your ear of what it is that you should be doing, and that person is not to be trusted. So I'm not sure what decision it is that you need to be making because you don't really know what that you need to be doing. I'm not coming for dinner for pork hocks. Yeah. So if ever she invites you, just so you know. So that is the same as the outhouse. So going out to the outhouse. So where we have done one of our retreats is they have an outhouse on the property of where we were doing the retreat. And so my mom said, okay, well, I'll be right back. I'm just going to the haunt house. And I'm like, the what? And she's like, I'm going to the haunt house. And I was like, okay, so you're going to the haunt house or you're going to the outhouse? And she's like, yeah, the outhouse. And then, but instead of saying outhouse, she said, okay, but I'm going to go to a hot house. And it's like, okay, so you're going to the haunt house or you're going to the hot house. So yeah, her French definitely gets in the way. Even though a lot of times we don't speak French, it definitely gets in the way. So Fatima, I will pull your card next. So what do you need to know? Yeah, so we laugh at my mom's French, or we laugh at my mom's English all the time. So I'm sure she gets annoyed with us sometimes, but we do really get a good laugh out of some of the words that she uses. So it's pretty funny. Because we speak English at home 90% of the time. So deception. La bécosse for us, French. I don't know what la bécosse is. Is that what pork hocks are? Pork hocks are, now I'm saying the wrong thing. Is that what la bécosse is? So deception. So there's something that is going on in your life right now that is causing some deception, and I'm not sure what, oh, la bécosse, okay. So what I am not sure what it is that means for you, but it is, and because I don't know you, I always kind of get like, should I? But it's not someone deceiving you. You are deceiving someone else. So I don't know what that is. Pat de cochon, yeah. That's why I was confused with la bécosse. I'm like, bécosse? That's pork hocks? Oh my goodness. So we seriously, as a group, have lots of jumping cards today. So we have Father Sky, like Christine. And we have creativity. And we have Mother Goddess. And we have Truth. So those are our group cards. So I'm going to pull them all out. These are lots of group cards that we have. So we have, when I'm looking at the cards, so we've got self-respect, we've got leadership, we've got relaxation, intuition, connectivity, we've got victory, we've got Father Sky, we've got creativity, we've got Mother Goddess, and we've got truth. And so in order for us to be able to get that group victory that Christine happened to message, it's a huge message today, we need to be able to have that connectivity. And so we need to be able to connect with others in order for us to be able to do that. We need to be doing that truthfully. And we need to ask for help. So we're not alone in that help. So we've got both Mother Goddess and Father Sky who are there to be able to help support us, getting us into that space. And then we have being able to tap into our own creativity while still maintaining our own self-respect. So one of the things that I tell people all the time, if it doesn't feel right for you, then it's not yours. So take what you need and leave the rest, whatever it is that is not happening. And with that creativity comes intuition. And it is important for you to be able to take leadership. And that leadership is not to take leadership over a bunch of people. That leadership is about being able to take leadership on yourself. And the final message to that is relaxation. So hopefully that made sense. It's a very big message. I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't think that I've ever had 10 cards jump out. I've had 7. I don't even think that I've ever had more than 7 cards jump out at a time for our group card pulse, but that is our messages today. So I will chat with all of you guys later. And again, because depending on where you're watching this, if you are watching it on Bridging the Gap Wellness Center page, or if you are watching it on Rolly Allaire Holistic Life and Wellness Coach, or on Divine Crystal Healing Shop, or you are in the Northeastern group, or if you are in the Holistic Wellness Lounge. If you're in the Holistic Wellness Lounge, that's where I'm going to be next week. I think so far that's the most that I've ever seen. I don't remember ever doing more than 7 cards, but doesn't mean my memory is 100% either. So who knows? But those are our messages for this week. And again, if you want to be on the weekly messages, #weekly, for me to be able to know that that is one of the things that you want to do. And hopefully I'm at my desk so that I can actually put whoever's name is that has asked for a weekly card, but it is in the Holistic Wellness Lounge. So if you're wanting to join the Holistic Wellness Lounge and hello, Mr. Birdie, and you have not been accepted, that is because you didn't answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, we don't let you in. So that's just one of the things that we have for the Holistic Wellness Lounge. It doesn't cost anything, but you do have to answer the questions in order to be added. If you invite a friend and they have that invite, then they still need to answer the questions in order for them to be able to gain access. So that's just the rule. So I will chat with all of you guys later and have a fabulous week. Bye for now.